I'm gonna put the clacker. Shit, I have to set that up again, right? No, that's all right. Yeah, cool. Right, bam. I'll be looking forward to this. Hello, so my name's Atom. I am the creative guy, I guess, for ToT Rec. I help out with all of the things that TJ can't do, which is most of it. I'm not gonna lie. Why he decided to start up this creative business when he don't know how to do anything creative is well beyond me, you know. But yeah, I'm glad to be aboard. Hoping to help him out in any way I can. I've sort of been around it sort of since the beginning. We sort of. Oh. Can't get a bloody bracelet on there. Moonstone. Right, so, yeah, I love art. Yeah, I love art. Art is a way of life, isn't it? Like everything is art, really, when you think about it. Life is art. I'm art. You're art. Out there, you sitting down. You're art. Everything's art, you know. And I think that it's one of the fundamental things that we should all be doing with our lives is like creating and building and making and painting and drawing and like lyrics and stuff and like whatever your vibe is, you know, even if you like knitting or crocheting or like ring making, there's so many things that you could be doing for your time, you know, sketching, painting, probably said painting already, but I mean, do it twice. No one cares. Keep doing stuff, keep making things, you know. I really like it, to be honest. I mean, I really like being able to do stuff. I'm always trying to pick up new things. My role in ToT Rec is kind of like the artistic director, so to speak. Like I decide which way to move things forwards with the bands, you know. So I work on our imaging, our branding. The social media side of stuff, I'm not particularly good at posting and doing social media type things. I'm not gonna lie. Like again, it's something that I think TJ was saying in his one that like we're just the wrong generation for it. You know, like it's a learned skill with us. Kind of like how we used to joke about how like my dad still used a fax machine up until like I don't know, probably about 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure, maybe even sooner. You know, like we're all a little bit hesitant to take up the new technology, you know, because it's scary, isn't it? It's hard as well. Another reason that I say that I am reluctant to do like the social media type stuff is because that like I'm a world builder, you know. I'm not a content creator, you know. I think that nowadays we kind of find ourselves in a place where we're all building tiny little things when like we used to build pyramids, you know, and like ultimately these little things that we're creating will get washed away with the sands of time, whereas the pyramids that we create will stand for time immemorial. It's just how and when you spend your energy, you know what I mean? For me, look, I'd much rather create like bigger things. You know, I've got loads of ideas, loads of stuff that's sort of like all ready for development, you know, this being one of them. You know, here we are, finally. Hey, look, we made it. We're finally doing some things. We're finally like filming what we're doing and talking about it and stuff, which is quite nice. I mean, I always have been more of a talker than a doer, so it's nice to finally like sit down and actually do something with the stuff that we've been making. I think that's kind of why me and TJ work so well, you know, because he just does. He doesn't really think about anything, you know. He just sort of does stuff, and I kind of admire that about him because, like, for me, I'm very conceptual. I'm very like it's all about the ideas, you know. Like it's all about like I really enjoy, I relish them. Like sitting down, I've got hundreds of notebooks. upstairs full of stuff, just all ideas that aren't technically real because I haven't done them yet, but at the same time are, pardon me, real enough to put into practice when I need to. So that's what this was all about. When TJ approached me and said that he needed someone to kind of like do everything for the label, it's kind of like, it was an opportunity that I didn't know I'd been waiting for my entire life. Do you know what I mean? Like it was there, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'll of course I'll absolutely do that. Fun stuff. Yeah, I think that like our main concept for the label was that we're not going to make any money off of music, which I know sounds counterproductive when you're running a record label, but like for us, the music should be, it's the soul, it's the heart of the project, you know. And like, although it's going to be the thing that connects us to the outside world and the people that enjoy it, it's not something that we want to put a price on. It gave us a unique position to be in. Like, how do you start a business about selling music if you don't actually want to sell any music? So like, it's the branding and the merchandise, you know, like that's what we'll ultimately be selling. So you can come to, you'll pay for tickets to shows, you'll pay for t-shirts, and you'll pay for like jewelry. We're going to make jewelry. The ideas that I've got for merchandising are sort of like above and beyond at the minute. So what we're starting with is kind of not where we're going to end up, but like t-shirts and rings and stuff. Bosh. I mean, that's backwards on the camera, but I mean, I might be able to like reverse it. We're keeping everything in-house. Like everything that you see as a product of the label is completely mine and TJ's work, and also the artists that are involved in that. You will meet the artists as we go along. There are more of them, and they're all major contributors to the artistic direction that we're going in, you know. Do I think that people will get it? It's not that I don't think people will get it. I just think that people haven't seen what we're doing in a while, you know. I think that like music as a whole is a very serious subject. It's a very like it takes itself very seriously, I'd say, and a lot of artists and musicians do take themselves very seriously as well. Whereas like not really like that. I mean, I can't speak for everyone that we collaborate with, but you should be able to criticize and you should be able to ridicule the things that you love the most. Otherwise, what really are you doing? Nothing is beyond criticism or having the piss taken out of it. Would I say that there is any deeper meaning to what we're doing? I mean, I guess on the surface, like it can just look like we're just sort of like not really doing anything. Like I'd like to think that subconsciously we are doing things for a reason, and I kind of feel that is what art is for. You know, art is that thing that helps you through life, either as the artist or as the experiencer of the art. It is there ultimately to reflect back parts of ourselves that maybe we don't know how to fully understand. And I think that that's why being an artist, to me, has always been one of the greatest callings that there is in life. Although it is a cross to bear to be the kind of person and have the experiences a person has to experience to become a great artist, it is also a privilege to be able to share the things that we do with the people that are not as blessed in understanding as an artist is, say. And that's not to put people down, like that's not not to say that people can't experience, but I'm just saying that like when I was younger, music helped me get through some real tough times in my life, at times that now I look back on and I can understand them with like perfect clarity, but at the time I didn't understand what was going on or why it was happening, and I needed that little outside source just to sort of let me know, one, that I wasn't alone, and two, that like it was perfectly normal to be feeling this way, and three, then to help me understand what it was that I was feeling and why I was feeling it. If more people took art more seriously, I think that life would be easier, so to speak. Not easier, but like we'd all have more understanding, and we'd all I don't know, maybe we wouldn't all hate each other so much. We don't need any more reasons to not like each other. Do you know what I mean? Philosophically, I'd say that I am a positive nihilist, which, well, I mean, like, I do believe that nothing matters, and because of that, we can do whatever we want. You know, I think that nihilism often gets a bit of a bad rap because people say, oh, well, nothing matters, so what's the point? But, like, I see it the other way around. I see, well, if nothing matters, then you can choose what matters. You can make stuff matter if you want. And I feel that if you to create anything good and anything like really reflective of self, you kind of need to not worry about what people are going to think of you, or be the kind of person that gets embarrassed, you know, because those sorts of things ultimately are just going to hold you back. My journey up until here, right? Well, I mean, always been a musician since I was very young. My dad used to play guitar, and because of that, I wanted to play guitar. I picked it up. He bought me my first guitar, I think. I can't remember how old I was, probably about 13, 14. And yeah, sort of never looked back. I was a songwriter for a long time. And I actually auditioned for X Factor once before as well. I had a brief stint on the BBC's new sort of like talent show with Jason Derulo called Project Icon, but they didn't really get what I was about, so I got kicked off quite early on. I've never stopped trying. Basically, I've never stopped trying to make it ever, and that's the key to success, right? If you're listening out there, the key to success is never stop. The only people that fail are the people that quit, you know, and like that kind of relentless positive outlook will ultimately overcome any adversity you face, even if it looks like you're never going to get anywhere. Just keep doing stuff, because like you never know. Who cares if I've got a whole room full of stuff that no one's ever seen before? Like I did that because I wanted to do it, you know, and not because I'm so desperate to find something that is me in this world of stuff that seems to be opposed to the things that I am. It's not because of that at all, I don't think. This is the first business that I've ever started. I am not really very businessy at all. I mean, I don't know how to make any money, but I do know how to put on a damn good show. That's kind of why I'm hoping that this partnership will sort of like yield what is. They say opposites attract, don't they? And for that reason, I definitely think that me and TJ were brought together to, I don't know, figure this problem out as a whole. It's something that he's clearly wanting to do. I mean, not this specifically, but like he's wanting to create something for some time and had no means to do it. And I've been creating stuff relentlessly since my early teens and have had nowhere to put them. So like it works in a way. Oh, well, what am I looking forward to? Well, I'm just looking forward to more stuff, really. I'm looking forward to more shows, making more music. I'm looking forward to experiencing myself fuller, to a fuller degree, and like, I don't know really, like, I think that when you really sort of take stock of what you've got and where you want to get to, like, I think that there is a lot to look forward to. There is a lot to be happy about and to praise for, you know. So, you know, life is good. They say life is good.